Hey everybody, today we're taking a look at the new Voyager class, Generations Whirl. Now, Whirl was always a cool one in G1, one of my favorites. Really cool helicopter, really cool robot mode. I'm hoping that the Voyager here stands up to that test as well. So here he is, we'll get a little close in here, take a look at the head. Pretty nice. Now he does have these arms on a peg kind of thing like the G1 did, which I think is pretty cool. He does not have any stickers on him. He did come with a large set of stickers, but I haven't put any on because, well, my G1 World doesn't really have any of the stickers applied either, so I'm kind of thinking about leaving them the same. Now, he does have chicken legs, which I don't really mind, because personally I don't mind if Transformers have chicken legs myself. Let's see, you can kind of straighten them out here. Now this joint here is obscenely tight where I almost worry I'm going to break the plastic if I mess with it too much. Now if you go with that look, he leans because his feet are designed for chicken legs, but you know, if you want to try and get him to stand up, you know, you certainly can give it a try. He's really meant to be a chicken leg, but you know, what can you do? Like I said, this joint is really tight. I'm really concerned that that's going to break at some point. There we go. Get them straightened back out a little bit. Alright, I guess we've got them. Let's see, there we go. There we go. Now we got him back to straight. Okay. So this is his robot mode. You know, pretty much he's got part of a helicopter hanging off his back here. Chicken legs. Arms. Pretty cool. Now, these do open up and they are geared together. So, you know, you do get pincer articulation. He does have pretty much a ball joint and a giant ball joint, it looks like. So he's got lots of articulation. He's got a very good elbow and then a bicep swivel. Legs, you know, he can get up and down with the hip, out, swivel at the thigh, chicken knee, and then his legs or his feet are pretty well locked. So not going to get a whole lot out of the legs, or the feet at least. So he's pretty cool. Now he has a, you know, if you follow like Macross or Robotech, he's got like a Guardian or a Gerwalk mode with the helicopter, which is kind of interesting here. So to get him into that, what we are going to do here is move the rotor up and then unpeg all this. Now it's kind of odd how this goes together here. Let's see here. This all starts going up. Okay. What am I forgetting? There we go. There we go. So this all accordions together here and clicks in. Then under here, we move the arms back. The hips are on a slide. So that's going to slide up. The tail has a little notch there and a peg, so it's going to peg in underneath. You're going to bring these down. Now, personally, I kind of like leaving it like this because, you know, I like the old Macross Robotech kind of plan, you know, where it's a piloted mecha and it's got the arms and stuff like that. But I believe the directions here actually say you're supposed to fold the arms up when you do this, so. And to do that, you're just going to kind of bring around here. There's a peg there. It's going to peg into the arm. And then basically, you're going to fold the arms where that peg goes into that notch there and fold up. And then you do this on the other side. Of course, put the hands up. And there you go. Kind of straighten them out how you like, but that's pretty much his... Oh, I can't remember what they were calling it. Let's see what the directions say here, because it was... Oh, what do they call it? Some combo mode. Helipod mode. So, well, the directions do show with the arms out, but you could put the arms up as well. Alright, so to get him into full-on helicopter mode then, we have to fight the thigh joint here that's too tight and get the leg straightened out. There we go. Now the feet here, this slides up into this piece, but when it comes down, there's a peg right there, if you can see it. It plugs in right there and locks the foot. So you open that up, and then all this is pretty much going to slide up together. And of course you take the tail and you bring it out and get it into place. Then the legs slide up on the thigh, and then it's just a matter of bringing it together. Now what's kind of interesting here is when you get things lined up, right here inside the leg there's that little piece. That's actually going to kind of sandwich in between the arm when it all comes together, and then it locks it into place. You can kind of see there's a divot here. So when you bring the leg up, see that piece is going to go right in there. And then this is going to lock into that while this locks in here, and it's going to hold the helicopter mode together. And there you go, and there's basically Whirl in his helicopter mode. Not too bad. Very cool mold. I really like it. Of course, he does have the opening canopy, just like the original. And then he does also come with weaponses. So you've got like a rocket pod, a missile pod, his null ray, and then your standard little Vulcan attack gun. And then they all have clips and pegs and stuff, so you can put them together in whatever combination you feel like. You know, with little pegs and stuff there. So like you could take the cannon and the rocket pod and put them together. And stuff like that. Pretty cool. Sometimes it's hard to tell what they actually intended to plug into what, though. But anyway, Whirl here has lots of pegs and holes and everything to plug weapons into, so you just pretty much pick something and plug it in. And there you go. Oh, see, and there's a... There you go. There's a well-armed Whirl. A well-armed Whirl. Oh my goodness. Alright, so that's basically Generations Whirl. Now what I thought would be fun, of course, is to contrast and compare with the G1 if I have it. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, so here we are back, and we've got of course the Voyager Generations Whirl, and then we've got Generation 1 Whirl. And if we take a look here, you can see that G1 Whirl is more of a sky blue, where the new Whirl is a darker shade. Let's see. We can also see that G1 Whirl is actually a bit bigger, or at least longer in helicopter mode than his new companion. But he is very cool nonetheless. He has his rocket pod or missile pod and his gun. Of course, Blade spins very well, and he does have an opening canopy with the seat that moves slightly. Just like his new Voyager counterpart, except the canopy opens differently. No real rocking in the cockpit, but still, it's still there, which is cool. Nice molding in there, too.